There we go. Yeah. So it's kind of too dark to see me, but if you like, we can talk. So you can see my face and you know who I am. Yeah, living in this house here. Okay. Yes. A nice guy. I'm a nice person, and yes, these are very old. I did try my best, but it's very hot. But I can tell you, if you want to hear something, it's kind of cold down here, and I got a little sick from somebody out there. Yes, I'm looking to give the company something big. Now, yeah, shoot. Yes, right. It's looking for some work. We're doing some housework, and yeah, we're repairing. Due to the roof, the hurricane knocked the roof apart, so this house became messed up. If you're looking at it right now, and I have a code due to debris up there. Up there's the debris. The roof is open, and it's dropping all the debris in here, and it's making my nose go crazy because of that. Okay, baby greed is very special. I want baby greed. I want baby greed to be the. So I'm perfectly clean. I got my shirt. I'm wearing cool pants. Do you think I'm not sort of strange looking? See, I'm not strange looking. Yes, I even got my. Yes, if you want to know, I'm not sort of strange looking. So now you guys can get perfectly clear with me and say, okay, this guy is nothing wrong with him. He seems to be like an ordinary person that we walk on the streets, right? But it's sort of yeah, you know. And yeah, look. So, you can look at the family house there. Oh, hello. Hello. Anna. Family people. They're my family, and yeah. So anyway, so now you know about me and that I'm doing all the work by myself, and yeah. Shoot. Well, I can show you how old this paper is. Yeah, how old that is. You can see. Here he is. The drawing. The proof that I did draw him. And from the figure of. Yeah, it's all here. To identify that I'm him. But I'm not the real baby. I'm an adult. If you guys thinking that could be the baby behind the speakers, no. Oh yeah. Let me see. Here he is. Here he is in yeah. I'm also thinking about making a title ship. This game is so excited. I can tell you. The legions. I'd like to tell you about that. When all of this GR passes, I mean GL passes, GR passes, and GX passes, then comes the big one. This is the one that the whole world of the galaxies come together to take on the most powerful threat in the whole entire galaxy. And he's in space traveling like this. Yeah. Yep. And he's... Oh, shoot. And... Yeah, I don't want to unplug it. Just use the other extension cord, not the one plugged up. No, hey. Don't play it! Oh my goodness. Sorry. There's too much work going on right now. So, oh my goodness. Did you open that? Oh my goodness. Whew, man, people today. Okay, Sonic's, this world does exist. This world does exist. This is Saturus, and this is over here. Next to it is Uranus, and that one over there is Kekia. This one with that one. No, not this one. Sorry, I can't get the fingers right. That's right. That is Kekia. That is the Orc tribe. We can get to that later. I want to feel your brain in what I'm trying to do. This planet is the Legions of Heroes. The Legions of Heroes. There's like millions of spaceships, millions of armies marching on the Saturus ground. It's a beautiful land. It has a beautiful forest, a beautiful state. It has cities just like Earth. The planet is just like Earth, but it's more advanced than Earth, where Sonic lives. It is high advanced. It is a future-like. It is like heroes with steel armor and steel mask, and they walk with their people. And there are legends and super legends. There are multiple legends and legion people. There are troops. They live in peace. They're just like us. They live in our life. They're like, if you heard of the United States or whoever, Russia or any other country, I think the United States are just peaceful, just like Saturus. So you're looking at Saturus just like the United States. So they do take their ships and surge out to Uranus because they're close friends. They're both like friends. But Uranus is mostly having problems with these two. Due to these two guys, like Baby Greed and Gallius, they both have a mind of who is better. So yeah. After the slime planet came, well, we can talk about that. They both want to be better than each other, so they both fight out against each other. But Uranus over here doesn't like it. They try to bring them to peace. So Uranus, I'm telling you the story how it all begins, so that way you can feel it in your head. So you can feel your whole entire mind. This is gonna be a long talk. Uranus was the whole the healers, the healing powers. But this planet is where Baby Greed lives. This big planet here. This is Baby Greed's home. And their planet is next to Uranus. And Kekia. Kekia is a little farther than Uranus because they're more distance away. But Uranus simply rotates around Saturus along with the sun. What about Kekia? Kekia is mostly close to the sun, right here. It mostly comes away and comes back because their armies are mostly equipped with fire. Their homeland is mostly hot and devastated. But why is their planet hot? And their plants don't die. It's because it's a different planet that revolves around strong and steel power. And their plants can hold out to fire of sun closely. Do they die if they get close to the sun? No. If they get close, the distance from the sun. Let's roughly. The distance from the sun. Sorry, that's the wrong. I wrote the wrong one. This way. Here we go. The distance from the sun. Kekia mostly rotates around the sun mostly, due to hot weather. But when it turns colder, they come around. Kekia comes around Uranus once again. Saturus and Uranus. So the Saturus people don't usually come to their planet on sunny days, but they do go there. The orc tribes, hedgehog tribes are more taller than the Saturus people. Baby Greed is the smallest in Gallius. He is more bigger and taller, very big. He's like giant size. If you can measure this to pick, this is Baby Greed's side from this finger, and this is Gallius' side from this finger. What about Cabela? Cabela is the smallest, so she's, well, not the smallest. Well, she's the smallest, so she is the tiniest in Gallius. Yeah, Baby Greed, so she is the youngest. So their planet, their size are smaller than the Saturus people. Saturus, Uranus is smaller. Saturus is a little bigger, and Gallius is the largest people of their tribes. Yes, I need to tell you, yes, due to the monster, Zaire, I think I call him, Zif or Zaire, it doesn't matter what you call him, everybody call him Zif, because Zif, I think it was Zif or Zaire, it wouldn't matter, that name is there somewhere, I wrote it there, I don't remember which name is the best, but I think Zaire, they called him Zaire because he was evil. Now Zaire is a big giant monster. He's the biggest than a robot on Sonic Forces. Sorry about the cold. Yes, I am the artist. Yes, I'm the one who made all of this. Yes, I do have the project. Yes, I am the artist who's making the game. I've been here for hours working on end, and I actually come to you who talks about my project. Is this when Sonic Forces is over, you actually come to me now? I wish that would happen. I wish that would happen. I wish that Sonic Team will take my character in so we can make this happen. But anyway, yeah, it will be so awesome. I will work on end to get them this clear message. People say they don't understand it, but they will have to understand it because the game is being built. It's being built, I tell you. It's being built. He's right there. He's being built. I'm working on it. See, I'm working on it. I have all the pages in here, all that. See my computer screen? If you can't see it, I can turn the screen around and show you. I'm sorry, it's looking at you. I'm gonna come back to you in a minute. Just give me a few seconds. If you're there, I know you're trying to talk to me some more, but yes, he's so awesome. You're so awesome. I can't, man. You're so freaking awesome. Yeah. Anyway, man, he's so awesome, man. Dang, he's awesome. Oh my God. You wanna look at my face? Look at my face, man. I'll let you show my face. You're so awesome. I'm not joking. I'll even show you my face. See? I'm very happy. Look, tears, man. I did so much with him. It's like I come so far with him. It's like it never end. From the beginnings, man. He was simply a drawing, and everybody called me just a picture. I didn't even show you. This is my child drawing. I was just a child back then, and I drew him. I was kind of good at it, but I was just a baby kid who's playing with drawings. Yeah, this is my kid's drawings. I was trying to draw my own character back then. I kept trying to get better at it because I was a kid. That's my personality, was to make a child. So I kept on getting better at it. And I also said I love Sega. And I also said Sega 2. We love you. This is because I want to turn Sega into Sega 2 with the new characters so we can be family and friends. That's why I wrote that. I was a child trying to write that, but I was in Sonic Stadium until they banned me because I was trying to tell them something. I was going, man, trying to tell you what I was trying to tell you, what I was trying to give you the real message. Here's my child's drawings. Yeah, even this shrine I was thinking of. So this is the fusion shrine. You can look at it, and it tells you up the top of her. What does it mean? It means there is another brother, and the other one is trying to reach out to this one. The Master Emerald is trying to reach out to the new brother, saying we need to be friends. We need to come together. Fighting. This is what I'm trying to tell you. That's why the fusion crystal is still hidden underneath the sea levels, but the Chaos Emerald seems to be coming close to it. It's like visions after vision. They both communicate with each other. They're both communicating with each other. Look at them. That's what I wrote. The Master Emerald is communicating with the fusion crystal underneath the giant sea, and that's what I modeled it for. But I said it was not finished because it was missing the top of it. So I probably will go back there and fix it. But yeah, this is another shrine. It's the sea shrine. Underneath the sea lies the fusion crystal. This is representing another second character. Representing there are two heroes that are strong. There is Sonic up here. And there's a new character called Baby Greed. So there is two. So there are two fastest hedgehogs alive, and they both play out the same role. But we use the Baby Greed used the I can't show you. Baby Greed used the feet, like the tap feet, and Sonic uses the finger. So Baby Greed, I look like Dr. Sheila, like another Eggman. Oh no! Oh, thank God it's not the one I stepped on. Sorry. This is just an old paper. Doesn't have anything on it, so thank God for that. I'm telling you everything. I even have the coordinates to the character's voice. This is all my child drawings, and yeah. I was trying to draw Parasite, but he didn't seem to come out greatly. And see, there's my drawings. This is what I drew when I was a kid. See? That's from 1998 when I drew him. This is Cabela. This is Baby Greed. I had a little problem with it, so I kept it. And this is from my childhood as I grew up and got better at it. I was coming into the 2004, I think 2003 or 2004. I was getting older and getting better at him. So from my child age, it's from the beginning when I first drew him like this. So it's like way back there. If you've seen the first pages, this is what I'm trying to tell you. Yeah. Then I tried drawing Gallius when I was a kid. I never got nowhere with that. It only gave me the mad face of it. I got mad. I didn't throw it away. I simply kept it because I was getting somewhere with it. So yeah, I'm telling you, and this is the superpower. I call it the Superpower 6. This is a power of Super 3. What is in that? I will tell you that when we get to it. I tell you that one. That was a secret. I keep that one secret and I tell the real people what that is. I think the papers and all the books will get you somewhere. It will tell you what I'm trying to do. But, yeah, you'll get nowhere with it. I even tried to make this dress for Cabela. Didn't seem to come out very well for her. I was thinking about putting this for another character, maybe, I don't know. This is a bell. This is a bell dress. This was supposed to be for Cabela, but I was thinking about Jezebel. Jezebel is mostly the bell name. So I keep this dress whoever can wear this for a girl. So, and yeah, I was trying to become different. I was trying to. Now there's this thing. Everybody's waiting for Joker the Kingpin. Everybody heard of Joker the Kingpin, but they don't know if he's still around. And yes, he is. People. Yes. He is still around. There he is. Joker the Kingpin, the one from Palm Tree Panic Past. He lives in Palm Tree Panic Past, and it keeps as the book keeps telling you, he lives in Palm Tree Panic Past. Joker the Kingpin is his homeland is in Palm Tree Panic. And yes, these drawings mostly look like figures, but I try to get better at it. And here he is, the kid. This is him. There he is. Here's Cabela. Here's Cabela. It's in pencil. So Cabela has been drew, and Baby Great also been drawn. See? Voila! The drawing papers. You can tell. You see that? Those little lines, mess up lines. That's him. So that proves it, people. I am him. You're looking at him. There's people working out there. So now you know I'm really him. And there's no choice. And one last thing, this is gonna be the one that probably will say you are 100% him. Everybody noticed that the dolphin's supposed to be also around here. So I will clear it completely out to you. There she is. So yes, the dolphin. So that clears it completely. I don't know if I'm gonna draw her, model her yet. She's a dolphin of the sea. Now you know that the drawings are here, and I am him. And yes, you want to hear Dr. Sheila. Well, it seems that Eggman seems to be on the floor. Well, Eggman, it seems I am the Dr. Sheila. Who else could be the one who's speaking in front of you? How rotten you are, simply sitting and talking to other people while you leave Dr. Sheila behind me. Behind you, of course. I don't think you can understand that I'm really Dr. Sheila. You think you can overcome my power? Never! I will have vengeance over you. And when I do, you'll be on my chain hook. See? And there you go. So that was me. No doubt about it, people. Yeah, it's really me. I'm Dr. Sheila. And also, I can also act as a little Knuckles. I don't remember how the line go. But it's kind of hard. I'm not ready for a Knuckles, but yeah. Okay, so you know it's me and you're staring in front of me. So yes, it's completely me. And so let's begin. Let's start on the next video. Okay? But that's on the next video because I want to save some room for that upload. Okay? I have a lot of sheets on my bed. But well, I need to tell you anyway because we're here anyway. Ran out of candy. Oh, a box of chocolate. I seem to run out of candy. Oh shoot! I always love these little Fabulous. They're very good, you know. Oh shoot! There's a bug on me. Eesh. Don't worry, I got him for you. I can even act as it's outside. Wow, we are the outsiders, and you must be a new body. You must be following us, are you? Very well. Why don't we invite the outsiders to flatten your legs? Don't worry, buddy. I will take care of him. Be a good boy. He's not that bad, you know. He's not doing that bad, you know. He keeps talking to me like this. Oh, don't worry. He'll be centered soon. Oh, don't go bad. He's not that bad, you know. He just don't know who you really are and what are you trying to prove to him. Sooner or later, he'll know who you are. Why, thank you. I'm really so happy about that, but it's my words and my words alone. You understand? Don't worry, buddy. He's not gonna hurt you. He's a little fly. Just like this. Ow! You know that hurt. Don't worry. It's just a fly. I had to get him away from you, you know. They like to bug, you know. I really hate you with having flies all over your body. They just don't want to leave me alone. Why did the flies always bother me? Not just the flies, also the mosquitoes. They're really bad, you know. Those mosquitoes, my goodness. I can even act as you know who, Cha-Cha. Well, it's a Cha-Cha here. I am Cha-Cha, the brilliant dancer. Hello there, everybody. It is great to meet you. I am the great Cha-Cha. The great Cha-Cha here. I'm the brilliant dancer. I am in the pants. I act as a good one. See, flick my fingers. I am the greatest dancer who ever lived to faces musics. I am the Cha-Cha of all music's dancers. Whatever you play, I can dance for you. Whatever you play out for me, I will swap my moves and legs onto you. Yeah. See? There you go. Told you I'm him. The Cha-Cha has a very good style, you know. He knows how to make a good shot. I can even act like the zombie. He must die. Come to me. He must join us. Yes, join us. It is good to join us. You be a part of us. Yes. Where'd he go? He's over there. He met that room over there. Keep going. He's not that far away. Come on, then. Let's go get him. See? There. I can even act as a dead zombie. See? So, yeah, very good actor, huh? I really don't think I need your help. Because I act good too. But if you want to continue giving a whirl. But anyway, let's begin. Well, if you're saying that Eggman wants to take control of this monster, I think Eggman will never have a chance to control this monster. You have to make up a very good story for this if he wants to encounter this monster's power. This means, in this place, Javot was supposed to be the one who awakens him. But if you want to put Eggman in front of that, that means Eggman will have to be the one to seek this power alone. This means Gallius will have to travel with Eggman and go find this monster. But you know what happens when you take Javot's spot? He's gonna go like this to your arm. He might be friendly like this and say, "Thank you for releasing me." And guess what? And say, "You no problem." Indeed you do. I'm taking the world. Yeah. Say that's what's going to happen to Eggman if he takes Javot's spot. Yes, it only takes a little eye to the left, and that's it. How would the monster encounter Eggman? Simple. He has a long arm, and he will chop it off. So if Eggman wants to be the one who releases him, I think you might need to bring a metal arm in case for emergencies. Well, maybe Eggman can read the books what will happen in the other future, that Javot was the one who released him and got his arm cut off because the monster betrayed him. He couldn't get no control over the monster. Why? Because the monster was the one who tried to betray the one who awoken him. If it was Doom that awoke in him, that is another story because he's a monster too. Monsters to monster mostly don't attack each other because they see them as brothers. So if that happens, then the monster won't attack him. But if Eggman had a potion to hide his face and became a monster of himself to hide his real identity, then he will not hurt you. He will just call you a friend. So this means Eggman will have total power over this monster, and the monster will simply fight beside Eggman. So yeah, there could be a possible way, but Eggman needs to have a good freaking memory mind. It means Eggman needs to know more about the future, what will happen to the monster. And I'm trying to tell you, the monster has grief. He doesn't care about no one. He doesn't like to be friends. He doesn't want to be no one's friends. He only has enemies, and that enemy is Sonic, Tails, Knuckles, and all heroes on the world, including Baby Greed. The number one target is the child that came to Sonic's world. So what happens if Baby Greed was on the world? That means Baby Greed will not encounter the monster because he is afraid. Well, he's an adult when he comes to the world. I just had me something. Whew, it's just too much talking. So I don't got no water here. I always forget the water. So, excuse me. If you're reading this, you take it good seriously. There is the last challenge of the entire Sonic history books. This is one of the strongest monsters, including Circle Jack, whatever his name was, that almost won the world and took over the entire galaxy. No, you know what happens to that guy? That monster will come to him and kill him right there. He won't have a chance to stop him there because there will be the one that will kill him first. And plus, he is not a monster. He's mostly a person, mostly a Knuckles monster hero. So if he be pledged to being one, you'll see him walking up like this, and the guy's going like this, and looking at him, and says, "I'm here to destroy you. Join me or die." And that's what he's telling him. You are going to be slacked. Join me! That's what happens. The monster will simply strike him as fast as he can. But the guy will simply try to fight back. But he's not strong enough against the monster. Because the ones in back of him are his minions. And they're all going to gang up on him and grab him. And then the monster's going to place his finger on his head like that. And that's it. That's what the monster does. Or the minions do that. They simply can touch him and he becomes a monster of them minions. And yeah. This is a very good game, storybook and a game. If Baby Greed became a Sonic Team character, we will have a very good story on a freaking Sonic book history. Yes, it only takes one take. If Sonic Team accepts Baby Greed, we will see everything that I tell you, everything, and we will go to details what this thing is all about, and it would be an awesome ride. Get your controllers out, we're going for a ride. So yeah, that will happen in the comic books with Circle Jack. I don't know his name, but I call him Circle Jack, or his name will be destroyed by Zair. There was a point in Sonic DX that Zair has entered the minds of E102, and yes, that is the scary book about it. He did say, I got his data, and what happened is it's not too long before I take control of Chaos. And yes, there was a part that Chaos was still being controlled by something else. But he lost control of Chaos, and he broke free. So that's how the book tells it from my point of view. He knew, the monsters there knew the future. He was like ahead of Baby Greed's time, way ahead. He knew exactly where to point first. He wanted to destroy Sonic before he received Baby Greed the Hedgehog. If he would have destroyed Sonic in Chaos time, there will be no chance for Baby Greed to be received by Sonic the Hedgehog. Even if they received him, there will be no one there, because the car will be gone. They'll all be gone. So, this is the thing. You're right. If Eggman took control of Zair, he has to make up a good story for that, because Zair is not an easy monster to take control, to be in a partner with, because Zair is a monster that will kill you right there and then. He might be his friend. He only give you the slight chance to live on your own, because Zair Zair just might slice your hand off and you might want to hide, because Zair only gave you that chance to run away while you still can. He did pleasure you to for thanking him for releasing him, but it comes with a price for living longer. So he did that. Slice Javaux's arm off for what he did to release him. And Javaux disappeared into the darkness to hide. And Zair just went walking towards the front of the Mystic Ruins and went into the... Guess what? He came out through the outer side. The Mystic Ruins was right here. He came out through the other side of the Chell entry where Tails' Prowlers... he was in the sea. He jumped out of the sea, landed on the Mystic Ruins, and there was Tails. And crushed Tails with his arms and dropped him like that. He was still alive, and this just how the book started. He went after the Mystic Ruins and went after the Master Emerald to take control of it. Guess what happened to the Master Emerald? Zair took control of Tikal and turned her into something, some sort of power that this is how it went. Zair created the Vampire of Darkness. What? A vampire? This vampire is a slime that came from his hands. Put it in the Master Emerald and put his finger on it like this. He closed his eyes and filled it up with darkness and evil. And guess what? A hand stuck out of the Mystic Ruin like this. Yeah, that was Vampire's hand. And Tikal had another guardian inside the Master Emerald. She was fighting a vampire. Oh no. That is trouble, right? Yep. Took control of the Master Emerald and became red. And then the whole entire Mystic Ruin started to turn to darkness. And it went all crazy. The leaves was turning black. The grass was turning black. Well, the leaves were turning red. And the flowers were turning white. Wow, that is creepy. So yeah, this is what... And Knuckles was not even a chance to... Knuckles did fight. But the monster just went like this. And just smacked Knuckles through the wall. Ooh. The monster just smacked Knuckles out of his way. And little Tails was right there looking at with his like scared. And the monster just went. Well, it's the little fox. And he put him next to his eye. And it was so creepy that the eye went to the back of his face and said, "Well, Tails, it seems you're still alive. Well, did you know your Sonic friend will soon end up in a death row when I had my hands on him? You should have known little Greed the Hedgehog was supposed to be here to protect you. It seems he's not here to protect you. Ain't that right, Tails? Your living ends here. Prepare to die." And he crushed his little body. And Tails was screaming just, "Farewell, Tails." And he fell to the ground, and yeah, that is a scary thought what happens to Tails if he gotten close. Tails tried to fight, but the little monster grabbed him and took the little fox in his arms and crushed his little bones and dropped him. But Tails was only unconscious. He did survive until Greed the Hedgehog went to the floor and tried to heal him. What happened to, well, the beginning when Greed the Hedgehog, he was just a baby in the books. There were some times that this never happened. What happened that there were only one guardian that was called the Sunny. Was called Sunny. Sunny was the guardian that kept the darkness out. That noticed that something was going to happen when he died. It said that Sunny did die, the guardians of the temple. He did die, but when he died, that's when the sky became dark. And the sky was flowing with darkness as Javot was walking downstairs looking for the monster's tomb. And he found him and called his name, Zair, rise. And that's when he opened his eye and looked at him. And yeah, he told him, it's time for you to work with me, and we can make this world wealthy and rich with your power. We will teach the city what the world is really like. When he turned his head that way, the monster just cut his line. I am not your master. You are just my slave. And he hid into the dark shadows. That's how the book tells you from there. So let's go back to the other part. So you know how that happened when Javot went down to the doorway to the tomb of darkness and found him. And when he turned his back the other way towards a city like this, he sliced his arm off. Ouch! Now that does hurt. But he was still alive. And he said he did make a robot arm. So, from the beginnings, the kings and the kings of all planets. So let's go back to this part. I'll just tell you about that. The kings of all. I like to give it out to you guys. Don't understand what I'm trying to tell you. The kings. There are 3 kings of the galaxy planets. They were guardians of the king. There was another planet out there called the Temple of Light. And there was another temple on the north side. It's on the picture in my drawing zone. The pink planet and the yellow planet and the red and the Starfire's planet. Star Sun. And they began waging war against each other because they didn't like how the property of their world was producing, so they needed to get more from the other planets. Did they do that? No, they became a peace greeting, and they both stopped the war. Who brought the peace treaty? Well, I think it was Uranus to start to end the war, or it was Saturnus. I think it was Uranus. We will never know who stopped the war. But they did stop the war at that time. This is the thing you probably want to see, because you will be on the other side where the human state was at. So we will get the actions of humans. So we will get Sonic over there, and we'll get the humans over here. So we will have like Halo over here doing all the Halo stuff. So that's what I'm trying to tell you. If you're playing in this world, it's more like Halo. So you get the guns and all that, fight against these monsters, shoot them down, rah! Yeah, it's like taking them all out and trying to save the world. So if Sonic and Baby Greed's GX was born, they probably would want to see this. There they go talking. They would want to see their family. They would want to see this. They would want to see the beginning when Baby Greed was born. So you would want to see that one. You would want to see the kings and kings fight against each other. You would want to see when they were launched into a new world, gone to a new world. So you got it there, right there, people. You'll be having an action-packed game on this one, so that will make Sonic's game even better. So you got it there. So whenever the war was over, they found the slime planet. Saturn found the slime planet and sold this money to Kekia and Universe because he had the slime planet be hidden somewhere they will never find it. They had the future of technology. They can hide the stuff, so you won't even know it's there. And people had already seen the slime planet, but it disappeared before their eyes when they found it. So when that happened, the this whenever Satyrus found out the slime planet, there was another planet. There was this thing out there, another planet of the north side, talking about Pontry Panic, and a captain of a pirate came to that planet, wondering where did that child know Pontry Panic. They were saying, the pirate said, "Where did you find it? Where is Pontry Panic? We need to find that planet. Do you know where it is hiding?" And the child was in tears saying, and said, "Stop it. He's just a child. He knows where it is. I've been searching for all my years looking for this planet, and I have never found it. It has to be out there somewhere. The legend planet. Where is it hiding, child?" And yeah, after that, it got disconnected. If you notice that, people, you can see it right here. I got disconnected. So because they're doing something over there. Hey, you disconnected it, Daniel.
What?
You unplugged it.
No, it's still on.
The other one, the plugs on the floor. To plug it.
It's on.
Is it turned on?
Yes.
Where's the light? The light's on?
No, George.
Hang on. Hang on. Be back. So I can tell you the story and how it all begins. Man, it's a long way to go. So, yes, when they noticed that I don't remember what I told you, but I will have to try something else. This is how it's supposed to be. I never forget the story. It's hard to write it constantly because it's a very big old book with a whole bunch of writing to do, and it takes me ages to finish it. So it's best telling you because I'm a slow writer, if you know what I mean. It's best that you hear it from the video. So the Satyrus people of all their spaceships and all of them around the spaceship, and they also have spaceships out there on other planets. The pirate wanted to know where can he find that planet. He never did, but he went searching. And who was that child? The child's name was Commander Shorts. He was the child that knew about Pontry Panic and lost the memory when he grew up. But he was on the pink planet. And that's when the pirate found the child. And he taught him something. He taught him something more. Wait a minute. No. That was not... Oh, sorry. That was not the child. That was not Commander Shorts. That was Keiki. I forgot his name too. Hang on. I need to remember. Sosai. I forgot him. It's a Chinese guy. Kenshi. There we go. Kenshi, the child that was in that plane, didn't know where he was Pontry Panic he was asking for, but the pirate took the child along to teach him to walk and stand, or some other power, become strong like him. The child didn't know how to stand very correctly, so he carried him on his hand like this, and said, "Don't let go. I'm going to take you somewhere to teach you my ways, and you will teach and you teach my teachings to other people that will have the good reading of your own teaching. A baby can also learn these teachings. So he did. He took the child to a place of a massive playground. It was so freaking heavy. The floor was green and it was filled with heavy rocks. The pirate was right over here. He jumped and landed here, and the baby was right over here, way over there. And the pirate told him, step forward and learn my abilities. So he did. After those months, he learned to become great as him, and he learned to fight as a baby. And guess what? At those times, he grew up to know them, and Kenshi became a great guardian of a wonderful soldier. They called him a soldier of the north side. But Kenshi was not usually into war that much. Kenshi has left the planet. Left the planet because he knew where Palm Tree Panic was. Amazing, and the pirate kept searching for it. But guess what? The pirate and the Kenshi took the pirate. They both went to that planet. Did they find it? The answer is no. But they found something closer to that planet. Sonic's home planet. They were very close to his home. But Kenshi found another planet that they will live closer to that planet because they were examining that planet. What happened to the pirate? The pirate left to that planet to still search out for that planet he's looking for. It's like he said, I'm getting very close to it. I sense it's out there somewhere in the galaxy. You did very well to get me this far. And now I leave you here alone, adult. Thank you for helping me find this blue planet. I am mostly grateful that I taught you and you showed me where did we find it. I leave you here to teach others the ways of your dragon skills. Teach them well, and one day I will return for you. May you live in peace here. So he left, and that's when he left and said goodbye to the pirate. But is that pirate still out there in space? We will never know what happens to the pirate. But the pirate was very nice. He knows all the abilities, and he can teach Sonic these abilities, just like Kenshi. But could Kenshi teach Sonic these abilities? Because Kenshi was the guardian of the fusion crystal. That's what happened. It's too late. He cannot teach Sonic these abilities. He has to take him to that place that's probably never forgotten. But the pirate can take him to that place that's near his home. So the pirate is still searching out there in space. It's not in this side of the space, on Sonic's world space, traveling to the unknown worlds, searching for that lost planet. Will he ever find it? I really don't know if that pirate will ever find that planet. But that planet is special to him. If that pirate ever found that planet, he'll be so happy to be living in peace in that planet, because that's what he calls home. Palm Tree Panic is his home. So will he ever find it out there in the galaxy? We will never know. Just like Baby Greed, we will never know the power of Baby Greed's power. Okay, so you know now that Kenshi's over there now. Kenshi's at the close to the center of Sonic's homeland. So he's over there, you guys. You get that? Kenshi has traveled all the way from the other side of the galaxy and went directly to Sonic's home planet. So now you know he's over there. So now you have no doubts that Kenshi is a part of your Sonic books now. Because now you know that the books are sealed now. That Kenshi book is sealed there. But now, so now you know that Kenshi's around Sonic's home planet, but not near the planet, but close enough to travel distance away around the planet. Okay? Wherever that planet is, it will appear. be hidden somewhere in the dark stars of the galaxy. So now, what happened then? Okay, it's now you guys can see what I'm telling you. Now, the when at this time, Baby Greed, Gallius, and Cabela and Jezebel was born. Twins were born here. Baby Greed, well, his real name is Cuddles and Jezebel. Baby Greed his real name is Cuddles, but we call him Baby Greed because he's on Sonic called him that. But if Sonic wants to change Baby Greed's name, well, we probably have to meet before you can do that. So you can change Baby Greed's name, Sonic the Hedgehog, because you're the one who can change the name. Well, the castle already knows that's his name. Wait, the castle agents named him Baby Greed. So yes, Sonic can name him a different name because he got a new child. But the call called him Greed before he noticed it, making a name for him. So there's still Amy around that can change that name. So there will be a little twiggy fight against each other, saying, his name is Greed. Here, I call him this name. No, his name is Greed. His name is this Greed. I call him what I call him, Sonic. No, his name is Greed. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Amy is not going to notice his real name. So Amy is going to call him what he wants to call him. Isn't that something? So now, what is next? So we're not over there. We're not at Sonic's world yet. We're almost there. So now, did they wage war again? No, something else happened now. A dreadful thing happened to the planet. Something dreadful in the Saturus planet. A girl came to the planet, given the king, Jeff Rove, a wonderful rabbit of his hand, and Jeff Rove was very speechless to see how delicate rabbit. How delicate did you find this? Please be at my quarters. I offer you a home here. If you like to give me this rabbit, you can live here with us and have a wonderful, peaceful life. Whatever you want from us, we will give it to you. Give me the rabbit and you will have a wonderful paradise with us. What do you say? And she said, yes, I would love to have a peaceful. Then we shall have a dinner at once. Please, escort the dinner now. So they did. They made dinner for her. But these ungrateful teenager kids didn't like what the rabbit had given her. They seemed to be very anxious to get that rabbit dead. And here's the two goons looking for a way to take that rabbit and kill it, because they should have been there, not her. Oh man, those guys are really after her. It was their place, not hers. Well, she won, so, and what the king say to those guys? It's a nice little picture, man. I'll bring you some cookies and bags. You can go home. That's what they that's what he said to her. I said, what? I give you a wonderful posters of the other galaxy. How dare you disenfranchise me? You want to invest my kingdom? Well, there you have your heads. That's what they said. And the king was upset. If you don't leave my quarter, you can forget the tums and lunches. Oh, yes, sir, king. I am so sorry for you. Then make sure if it's good one. Leave my quarters at once, or you can find yourself on the table with your head cut off. Get them out of here. Yes, sir. Let's move, you two. You haven't seen the last of us, you beak. I swear it. She will pay what she has done. That should have been my room. Let's go. So, yeah, that was a mad kid. So what happened next? Well, the king seemed to had a spontaneous talk with the princess, her her royal, her royal inviter. Well, a new family, her royal family, his royal family now added. It says the king was talking to the girl that found that rabbit. Where did you actually make this? I made it just out of. I simply found him on the planet. Which planet was it? The south side of the central planet. It's that yellow one over there. Oh, that planet? How did you find it? We've been to that planet. We have never seen it. You know what I'm thinking, brother? Yes, let's go to that slime planet and give a little dessert for the rabbit. Let's go. So they went to the slime planet and said, "Ew, nasty place." And they said, "Take the samples. We can use it on something that will give it what it needs." So they took samples of the slime that was on the planet. It was full of slime. What happened then? Yes, the hang on. Yes, hang on. Somebody wants to talk to me.
Hey,
Hey, you got a camera. Get lost. So, freaking person who's family people. Family. Well, who? Old Daniel over there. So anyway, a lot of people in the house just doing work at the moment. Do I supposed to work there? Yeah, I did my work, but I'm seem a little sick at the moment. I came down with a stomach virus. I don't know how it happened, but it got me. So yeah, these two goons found something in the forest. A monster that was stuck to the holy tree. It was like this. You will pay. Ah! It speaks. Ah! And they hid behind the rock, and he turned. I will not be so defeated. And he turned to mud and felt slime. Ooh, that monster. You know what? There seems to be a lot of slime on him. Why don't we take some of it? Is he dead? Yeah, he's dead. Okay then. You know what? This could be a very good dessert for the rabbit. Maybe we'll feed him to his little rabbit friend. Well, you talk about rabbit. Whatever I said. I say rabbit food. So yeah, they took the slime and head back to the spaceship and came to the room with a rabbit. Where is that rabbit? Shh. They're listening. They're having a court dinner over there. Yes, let's be quiet and find him. All we need to do is drop it on him and see what happens to his little rabbit friend. Her rabbit friend. Oh, wait. It's his rabbit friend. It's his now. Oh, wake up and listen correctly. Ah, there he is. I hope the king gets her very good. Say good night. He looks very tasty. Eat up, little bunny, and wake up for a nice chewy dinner. Let's go. Oh, Kansas! There is look what she did to the rabbit. What? What happened? She had thrown slime on the rabbit from some sort of place. I found it in the courtroom. It was all over the floor. Look! But I was right here beside you. How can I... You have gotten up for once. Wait a minute. You was here first, but you got up for a minute ago. She must have got up and started doing something to the rabbit. I seen it with my own eyes. She went into your courtroom and wrote something on it. Come and look. Where is it? Ah! A monster! King, it isn't over. I will destroy your son and the rest of them. And I will take the whole entire galaxy to be my home planet. Every one of them will be my slave. And he broke through the window and ran very quickly into space. Whoa, he really made a judgment on that one. What have you done? That's the monster from the tree. How did he get out of here? Wait a minute. You had the slime. You took it from the tree. That was the monster was placed on the tree. What have you done, child? You done something wrong, kid. You decided my words. I given you what you wanted, and now you took my rabbit away, and not only that, you released the monster on the galaxy. He's gonna destroy us all now. Not only that, he wants my son. Sir, what should we do? But I didn't do it. You did something, girl. Come with him, ass. Took the girl, and she got a punishment at last. I'm so sorry, King. She had did such a word. Don't pester me. You did what you can. You are great heroes. I will reward you for this. How much would you reward me? What do I say, diamonds and knuckles? Woo-hoo-hoo! That is millions. I will be rich as heck. Sure, King, you got yourself a deal. As for her, what you gonna do with her? She's got so much trouble on her list. She will be executed tonight. Ooh, she's gonna be executed. Can we watch? Are you sure you want to watch the prisoner? Are you crazy? Oh, no, sir. You rather take the gold, or you rather be here to hear her get cut? No, sir. I will take the gold and go. I will be leaving at once. It is not your place to watch her die. It's like I sensed that you plotted this. No, sire. I will never plot this, Jeff Robe. I will never plot a rabbit slime on a rabbit. Never. She's done it. It's her fault, not mine. Let's just go, and we will be very grateful to leave and go home. Very good, then. I hope you both have a wonderful time. And you are great heroes. You are both welcome to be in front of everyone to know you are great heroes. Uh-oh. Sir, we will be on our way, and you can... But you will want to be on that side road. Everyone will joy for you. Come, let's go. Come on. Sire, I think we can talk about it later. How about we come back the next day? You sure? After you after you finish your dudes with someone on the other side over there. Oh, okay. Then you come tomorrow, and we will inspire your death of wishes to the whole entire world. If you can live that long, what? Nothing, sir. Nothing at all. You are mostly grateful for my help. I will be there as soon as possible tomorrow. Good. Enjoy the gold. Woohoo! A lot of money. It's like you never seen much such gold. Well, enjoy your time and have a nice one. What are you gonna do with the rabbit? Our sire? Are you okay? I just have a very bad day today. How much I work so hard to do something for someone that betrays me this way. I did everything she wanted, and now look at her. She betrayed me over a freaking... Yes, a rabbit, of course. Well, you have a good one. Yes, sir. So the king has executed the girl, and they came over... Well, they didn't return to the castle because they were long gone. But after those moments, the king found out those goons were the ones who did the sliming, and they were bigly mistaken to finding out that the child was the innocent, and the two goons were the ones who placed the slime on the rabbit and created the monster. So this is what Sonic is facing. The monster that these two goons took down, that gave the goons turned him into. Is he still the monster? Is he still the monster? Yes. He is still the monster. Excuse me, they're talking. They've been talking for hours, sorry. So, yes, and I got disconnected again, sorry. Family talking. So anyway, yes, at that time, It started. Jeff Rhodes' brother was attacked by the monster while playing cards of games. After he placed them on the tree, this is how it happened with his father. Well, it's not how it started. This is how it started. The child Cuddles has been transferred to Mugs, and Jeff Rhodes was very scared that his son will be one of them. And even had nightmares that his son was captured, his son was being held like this, and the monsters had his mouth wide open to swallow him whole. They said, "Your future will be no more." And therefore, no! Ugh, Cuddles! Like that. Then he woke up. Well, that's not yet. That's because it's already started. Well, we're going to get to that soon. This monster is out to kill every single people in the galaxy, including Sonic's home. We're in trouble with this monster there. This creature is the last ultimate mega challenge that the world has ever seen. Not only that, the other two is right behind him. But that'll come later after we get rid of him. Okay, so after that moment, Jeff Rhodes transferred Jezebel to the machine to turn her into a mega life form. Baby Greed was transferred to the other machine to be turned into a mega life form. But first came first. The Holy Temple has granted him holy powers. But, well, this came, yeah. The monks was going in directly into a church room, but the temple was so much yellow and gold, sparkly gold of light. It was so yellow. It was yellow like this. So much gold. Sparkly gold. So much gold in the castle. The temple was filled with gold, and the guardian of the holy light said, "You are been chosen to become the greatest power to any character to wield your power of good and light. May you use this power to save others and show them your way. Maybe somebody on the other side will use your power of good, and I hope it doesn't fall into evil's hands. May it stay in the good of all good, and the good side of Sonic's world." Sonic's world? What are you talking about, Sonic's world? It is not meant for you to hear this. Only the child needs to hear this. Wait, I've heard about that. He talked about old Amy. She said something about Sonic's world. This second future thing. Excuse me. Are you two okay? No, we're okay. Please proceed the ritual. As you wish, monks. Yes, the monks knew that there was another planet on the other side, that he would be transferred there. Oh, I'm running out of water. I don't got no water. I got no water. Telling you the book is a lot, man. Oh, thank God I got a drink here. Excuse me, man. I talk too much. Whew. I use this to talk. Whew. Okay, so the monks granted him when they took the baby up front to the holy guardian, a soldier with his eyes glared with yellow gold of light like this, staring right into the child's eye, called Cuddles, that was supposed to be Baby Greed, stared right into his eyes and brung his sword out and pointed it right at him and said, "Chosen one." And he disappeared. He fell apart, and his soul left the world. That was a strange soldier that lived in that temple for years. He's been there for I don't know how long, maybe centuries, trilogies, affinity trilogies. He came forth and sat in front of him when he was over. Where was he standing? If you can see this wall here, and we can talk about. I'll show you where he was standing. You guys didn't know. This is where Baby Greed was, right here. He was standing right here. Right over here was this. Right over here, the stick was the soldier, and Baby Greed was way over here, and the soldier was standing right there at the wall near the glass window. A glass window, like this, like with a sword, like this. Then he walked and looked at him, and then took his sword. Chosen one. And he fell apart like that. Cool, huh? So this is where Baby Greed at, and he was looking right into the eyes of Baby Greed. Baby Greed's eyes was glowing yellow as he was staring right into the samurai. Yes, that was a samurai. That's why I pulled out the sword like that. That was a samurai of gold, staring right into the child. Where is he? We'll show you. Let me grab him. Staring right into the eyes. Cha-cha. He's here. I never leave him well. Hang on, people. I hope this is making sense. I want to make it clear sense to all of you. So you say you want to see this thing. I don't know what I did with him. Oops. I'm going to put all of this away. I guess he's around here somewhere. I'm on my desk. This one. Well, he's in here somewhere.
Mommy, for someone.
This is one of these papers, sorry people. Sorry to keep you waiting, but I have to look for it.
Wait, it's ready? I don't want to get wet.
Well, can't find him. Awfully strange. There he is. I guess I can use this one. But I do nothing. Oh, here it is. This is him. He was staring right into Baby Greed. This is him. He was staring right into the eyes of the samurai. His eyes looked into his eyes. Looked directly into his eyes as it turned yellow. Baby Greed's eyes turned exactly like this color as the samurai. Amazing, because the powers were becoming linked, like he was the chosen one. The soldier was looking deeply into his eyes to find that he was an innocent child. And guess what? He was an innocent child. Because if he wasn't, that samurai would have killed that child in front of everybody. Wow. Because the samurais don't fall for things that are not real. If the samurai finds that that child is not the chosen one, I think you will never make it out of it. You will never make it out of the temple alone, or out of the temple if you're not the chosen one. Those samurais will have you slicing shish kebab. Well, yeah, a sliced shish kebab for dinner. Turn you inside out. Those things will kill you. Well, there was only one in there, so yeah, that only Guardian one was tempting to make sure he was the chosen one. So after the baby, they put the baby in the water, and the Guardian says, "Step forward and receive my gift." He did. The holy temple, the whole entire room was filling up with a whole bunch of energy and zapped him. Yep. And turned him inside out. He was changing. His eyes were coming mostly opened like them. So that's what happened to him. He did have eyes like I did, but they became even more rounder because he was changing. And he became mostly of a pure good child, noticing who is good, who is bad. That's how he looked before. He was wondering who was good and who was bad. He didn't know nobody. All he knew that he fell in the Mystic Ruins and just simply standing there looking around and found a red Knuckles staring right into him, and he looked like saying, "Who are you?" and looked at you, and well, I can tell you that later. It's coming to that point. Okay, so yeah, it was chosen, and after that, they were both transferred. After Jeffro got the baby back, they both were transferred to a machine. A machine was the machine was close by. The king chose his son because he loved his son more than her sister, because her sister was mostly with the prince, with the queen. So he took his son to his only machine that was in his room. And what happened to the girl? Jezebel. Jezebel was taken to another place on the north side. Oh shoot. Where the monster would strike her first, and he did. He went through the whole entire guards, destroyed them all, and found the baby Jezebel, and tore the machine open, trying to grab her, and he did. And then, you know what happened to the baby? Turned him into one of them. Not into one of them. He just turned her into darkness, and she was taken over. But she was not dead yet. After he was finished with her, she let her go. Well, she took the child with him in the dark of his hand, like that, to use her as a dark way of using other evil things to torture Jeffro of her daughter. Wow. So that's what he did. He took the baby with her. Took the girl with her. Or took the baby girl with him to find Jeffro. So, well, he didn't do it that way. He let the baby go, and the baby was transferred back. Wait, that's not how it went. I remember now. The monster struck the baby, and she was poisoned. And the soldiers got her out of there. While the monster was striking all the soldiers as they were trying to get her away from the monster. And they returned back to the kingdom of Jeffro's castle. Everything was going wrong in their kingdom. Everything was going wrong. What can they do? So what happened then? It's from the book in Sonic Retro. It's right there. I wrote it the same way I'm telling you. The baby was so sad. It was like a sad thing to hear. I'm not going to tell you the sad thing, but I'm going to try my best to bounce it over. The baby was mostly sick. She was catching pneumonia, and she couldn't move. She was in sick pain and everything. Everybody was trying to get her healed, trying to get that poison off her, but it was spreading through her body. There's no stopping it. And the baby just woke up and said something to her brother. Said, "Brother, I've been so long to see you for my final time. always wanted to be with you and be beside you on your ventures. But I think this is the end for me. How much I love you, Daddy. You've been there so much with me. Oh, it's sad. I can't continue telling you. It's very sad. She said a whole bunch of stuff that made them cry, and her little baby touched her father like this. I love you, Daddy. And fell on the bed as she suffered. Ah, it hurts. Ah. That was the monster's slime getting into her body. And next thing you know it, she was being controlled and took her away into the stars. Jeffro turned her head at her daughter. My daughter. No. And she closed her eyes and went and just flew into space. But it didn't seem to be over yet. As she lost the daughter, he still had the son. The last of the hopes that could save Sonic's world. If the monster gets this baby, Sonic's world is no more, because the monster has the power to destroy a supersonic, hypersonic, or any other power that is greater. There is no stopping this monster whatsoever. Not even Saddle or Silver or anybody of a hero can stop this monster. He's gonna put you in the dirt. This is the only chance we have. We have to have the fusion crystals to merge with Baby Greed. If we don't, then we're all finished. So this is how it went. The fusion crystals would appear when Baby Greed is chosen to be a Chaos Emerald Seeker. Well, emerges with when he emerges with the Chaos Emeralds, he can go beyond levels then. So this means when he becomes one with the fusion crystal, when he becomes one with the baby Chaos Emeralds, the twin rings would appear in the world around Sonic's planet, slowly appearing in places. The rings will be spinning 2 ways. So there will be another brother. 2 now. 2. There's Sonic over there, and there's Baby Greed over there. There's Sonic, and there's Baby Greed. So, yeah. Debris. Oh, this debris. So you getting what I'm telling you? So now, what happened next? The monster, struck other planets and destroyed them. He went to the Forest Flower planet because that was their chance. If they had the Forest Flower planet, when they could destroy the monster, no problem. But it was too late. He was not ready for that planet because he was not strong enough to become one with that temple. So yeah, it's too late for that planet. The Forest Flower planet was burned down from the monster. The Mexicans tried to find a way to overcome this monster by going through the future and slipping back into the future, but a baby came back with him, and that was Baby Cha-Cha. Ooh, the Cha-Cha baby ran into their time world. It sort of messed up time over there, and he became a dancer, a splitting dancer. When he fell into multiple machines, the monster was crashing the multiple machines trying to find something. And he says, something is getting strong and I don't like it. The monster was continuing to destroy everything. And yeah, he was still getting strong as he was going, woo! And fell into another machine. The machine was going like this. Making him jugging him with a whole bunch of power. Making him so stronger. Then his eyes started to change. Wow. And I said, something's getting stronger and he must be stopped. He continued to smash. He was messed up. The monster was messed up looking for him. Couldn't find him until they grabbed the baby and drew him back into time. And the monster has finished off the Mexicans, but Cha-Cha was frozen in time when he was an adult. He was a mega dancer. Wow, another one. Cool, huh? Just a mega dancer, don't mean nothing. So they're working in my other room in there. Let's see. So yeah, they're working in that room. So yeah, that was something, right? So as the time passed by, the monster was heading to the last planet as he destroyed, and the baby they had to make the last move to get them out of here. They were planning something to get away from this monster. But at those times when Jeffro was standing next to his son, as he was like this, and Jeffro went like this to the screen. My son, I hope you make it in time. I want you to get very strong. You are my only son. I've lost a daughter. I'm not losing you. I will never lose you. I'm getting you safely away from this planet and safely to Sonic's home planet, so he will protect you with all his might. Sad. That was Jeffro telling his son as his eyes were closed and he was like this. And the wire was juked into his head. It's like this. All over his body. And embarrassing places. And if you know what I mean. It was also increasing that too. Make him very strong. For also to make another child of his own blood. To making another mega life form if he was married to another hedgehog. The child will also have mega powers just like him. Cool, huh? So there will be no end to a mega life form if he had another child. So that was also being joked where it was not. Also being joked in there, giving him that kind of power if he ever breeded with another hedgehog. The wife will have a mega child, girl or son. So there is no end to this character. There could be another if he. Yep. But he will not. The child will not receive the powers of the Chaos Emerald. Only the one who's already been chosen. But at least he will have the child will have all of its powers that he made birth to. That means all the powers inside Baby Greed will be also in the child that he made birth to. That means Baby Greed will have a son that also has the same powers as his own. Cool, huh? So that's what those chords was there for. And it really gave them really hard hurts. So yeah, don't worry, you won't see none of that. Okay, so now, you know about that and what I'm telling you about. Don't tell it to the kids. Okay, so, as the monster was making his way towards the north side, the monster has taken over the north side's holy temple and turned it into darkness, along with Jezebel. That was her other temple that she was supposed to go to. Didn't make it in time. She was never going to be chosen at that time. It was too late for her. But the other planets that the people got, those other children off the planet, the ones that were like Commander Shorts was a child. He didn't return to the planet. He could never grow up. So this means the baby was on Saturus and it was too late for him to grow up because the monster already struck all the soldiers that were trying to get them off the planet. All the people that got away from the planet managed to survive, but the rest of them didn't manage. But what does this mean? Didn't manage? It means they were underneath a war. You know the army, the black red army. the Black Red Army was taking over their planet, and that's when Saturus went over to stop them. But someone used a teleport stone and teleported them to the other side of Sonic's planet's world. So this means they were safe, but that don't mean they were, because the army was taking over the planet. The Black Red Army took over that planet and became their own groundhog. But the monster did strike that planet? No, it disappeared just in time for him to get there. So they were saved, because there would have been something coming their way. Thank God for that. So what happened to all the soldiers? They were also prisoners. They became prisoners of that planet. The Saturus people were prisoners. They got captured by the soldiers. They fought them and took them over. The soldiers couldn't hide, so they were captured and being placed underneath their will. And guess what? Yeah, there's so much to know about that, the Black Red Army. Sonic will have a lot of work to do with these guys. These guys can pop up anywhere. You don't know where they're going to come out. They're going to be with you throughout the Sonic history games. And guess what? You'll be able to make... guess what? This game can also have Command and Conquer on it. So this means you'll have a Commandos game to play as, and you'll have Sonic's roleplay to play as. Excuse me, somebody wants to call me.
You're acting, okay.
I'm talking about something.
Okay.
So yeah, sorry, those people out there. So yeah, before that all started, yes. It's about this game, man. Yeah, this game is gonna be awesome. So I hope I'm not getting you guys tired, but yeah, this is really coming interesting. So yes, this game is gonna be awesome. This game is going to be awesome. This game is going to be awesome. It's going to rock the company's butt. They're going to love this new character. And yes, I'm not finished with the book. I don't remember. It's getting too late. It's getting dark. You can see everything's starting to get dark in here. Oh, they're talking out there. Oh, excuse me. So so Jeffro was sitting near his son as he was becoming a mega life form. Did he make it in time? His son made it in time. He woke up and his eyes opened at his father, and he did say a word, "Daddy." And Jeffro said, "You spoke your first word, son. I will not let them get you. Never. Underneath my fist, I will protect you." Glasses. Yes, sir. Get him out there. I want my son to be pledged into my room, please. Yes, sir. We'll get him cleaned up and ready to go. And make sure he has a clean diaper, too. Yes, sir. Yes, sire. And as he went to his room and says, I don't know how long this is gonna last. My people out there are getting killed by this monster as they continue to fight him. How long can they stand in a war? We have lost a lot of soldiers, and he's on his way here. Sire. Yes. Here's your child, all clean and ready. Son. You've been so strong, and you're very, very powerful. I hope you use that power against good. Well, only good shall use your power to stop evil. You just need to know the world. One day, child, you're still a prince, and you will always be a prince of all planets. I don't care where you go. You will always be a prince, and you will always wear a crown to designate that you are from Saturus. Get him the crown. Yes, sir. Thank you. place this on your head. The satyrs of a prince. May you wear it in dignity, in hope, and justice. Justice? Huh? Oh, it's you. You should know he's not ready for a crown. What are you doing here? I've been listening to you. How much you care about your son. I do indeed. I love him so much. He's my own child. But how long could you hold him? He won't be your son that much anymore. Huh? What do you mean? I mean, someone else is going to take good care of him and call him his son. I know who it is. But he will do just fine with him. He will teach him a lot. Would he? I don't know what the hero on the other side would do with him. It is how he sees the child as his own son. I hope he sees him just like I do. I care so much about him. You know that. Yes, I do, King. But a crown on his head. Hey! It's not fairly on the right side. He had it on wrong. There. How's that? Oh, he didn't seem very happy. Oh, thanks. Make sure you have the crowns right. Don't put them upside down. Who knows, maybe Sonic will do the same. That they say the legend still lives on the other side of the galaxy. He is still alive. The world said that Sonic's time's still around. Why are we in the future? That he's dead here. Time will tell how much you see your world. It is how you see time. We have our own time. But we are going to die. Don't say that. I'm not saying that. I'm only saying it's how long we're going to live. This monster is stronger than us, and we can't stop him. What can we do? All we can do, King, is to get them safely away from this planet as fast as we can to the other side of the galaxy. Did you hear about old Amy said? They will never make it. All the children of this world will fail to reach Sonic's time. Let alone, all those people on that planet will never receive the babies in time. Not one, but 3, right? Yes. Of our own planet, the kings of their prince can only be made to their time. Then what can we do? King? I don't know. I'm trying to think of a plan if I can get them closer enough to a way to get away from the monster. You heard what she said. There is no other way to get them all to that planet. Even if we tried, they will never make it. They will all face doom. The time and warp gates are not strong enough to take them all at once. Even if they did, they will be scattered throughout the galaxy. Unknown planets. At least I got them safely away. At least you did. The times will court their time clocks and took him to other places. Who knows where? Maybe the Stone Age. Yeah. What would happen to reflect on Baby Greed's time? How should I know? Where will he be ending up? I didn't know these things can do that. It is how the time works. It doesn't know if it can make that time to Sonic's time. If it doesn't make it through time, it will go another time warp that is closest to Sonic's time. Right. I didn't know that. Then my baby will never make it to Sonic's time. He will. Your son will make it to Sonic's time, but he will not be at Sonic's time at the moment time noticed. What do you mean? You hear? Sonic's time already knows what's coming their way. Look at this. I have picked up a letter that tells me of Tikal. Tikal's supposed to receive the baby and take him back to her time. Where did you get this? I found it. Old Amy gave it to me to give to you. So there is no chance for them? I'm afraid not. But I heard one of the babies has made it to Sonic's time. And that's one of the orc's children. Of course. Gallius. His prince son. He's made it? He used the most powerful ship of time that took him far regions that we ever noticed that we can't make. So one of the babies of all are saved. Of all at one child made it. We still have 2 more in the future. Oh yeah. Future, of course. Jeff Robe, what are we gonna do? I want to get my baby to Sonic's planet. Wait a minute. You are one of the healers. Yes. I'm one of the healers. I'm the princess. Queen. Wow. Princess. There's going to be another princess behind me. I have never got my chance to be a queen. She's only stayed in her place for a while. She's supposed to die and I'm supposed to take her place. And the other one beside me is going to be a cool princess. It wouldn't matter. She's also a princess second. So you're... That is right. I'm her sister. I am Cabela's sister. Just like it says in Kenshi. Written books. It tells me what old Amy told me. Her name is going to be Cabela in Kenshi's homeland. And Kenshi is going to notice that the baby has reached Sonic's planet in the middle of what? Tails Prowler's kingdom, home of its own playground. Tails finds Cabela and becomes her new daughter. You mean Cabela becomes a daughter to Tails Prowler? That's correct. How did you know? It's right there. Oh, I seem to not open that correctly. I don't get these people. What is going on here? These times notice. This is the last future time. The other futures has failed. We are the last future left. If we don't make this time work, there is no future for us or Sonic's world. Your brother, yes? Is he doing great? He's dead. What? No. What happened to my brother? No. Why? Why did he have to die? The monster played cards with him and placed them on the table with a whole bunch of cards of death. Oh no. That monster must die. My brother. No. He was a good brother. Why? He's gotta die. Don't go out there. You will never stand a chance. He did that to my brother. He must die. I will use this galaxy sword on him. You will never make it. You will never make it if you go out there and try to fight the monster. Save your energy, Jeff Robe. Jeff Robe has cried and cried over days after days on end. Jeff Robe has said his final things before he repairs the monster's wrath on his homeland. Jeff Robe had decided to take the babies as old Amy has sent the message to them, to take them to Sonic's time warp. And that's what they did. Also, Amy gave them a teleport stone, so Jeff Robe can enter the time with them as a ghost, so he can take the ship and take them to a new world. But notice the monster and Jeff Robe were fighting. He used the Sword of Legends to fight the monster off. But it's where it starts. This is where it's going at, and it's where it's heading to Sonic's. Jeff Robe has tried to stop the monster as the baby on Kenchi's world. As the samurai fought us, Kenchi went to a store and found out he needed diapers for Jezebel. I mean Cabela. Oh yeah, Jezebel. She has left the world as the monster told her to go and wait for baby Greed to arrive, and whenever he gets defeated, Jezebel will step in to take down his brother of death. Wow. So this means if the monster gets defeated or be transferred to a new world, Jezebel will step in to stop his brother. And this is where it's going to hurt. She is supposed to stab him in the back with her hands. Like that. Ouch. Yep, that's how it's going to work at GX. Like the book says on GX, Jezebel is going to stab him in the back, in the stomach right here. It's going to come out like that. Not at the heart, just right here in the middle circle. Right here. She's going to go like, it's going to be right here. Right here. Right here. She's going to stab her hands through the back right there. So you know where that's going to go at. And it's going to show her hands through her body and come out like that. Lucky didn't touch the heart on this side. Or I mean this side. Lucky he didn't touch the heart. He just got his guts. Ouch. So yeah, that point he was unconscious, and Sonic went in there to stop her, and just shadow kicked her, and where it all started, when it's on the wiki, you can find it anywhere. So anyway, next, people talking. So as yes, as okay, so where was I? So the monster has fought him, and Kenchi has went into took over Cabela's body and became the baby in front of the became in front of Zaire. Zaire knew that was the legend Kinchi, and Kinchi has used the sword of destruction so he will kill the monster, but he didn't. He used a spell to put him to sleep. If he enters a planet, he will be put to sleep until someone calls his name. Every planet that he lands on, he will be put to sleep, and every time they find him and call his name, he will awaken. So that is a curse that will give them time to buy. So if they ever find him and destroy him, that will be a good thing. As he's sleeping, but they will never find him because he hides very good. So there's no point of fighting this monster. It's impossible. We don't even know where he's hiding on that planet. It could be any kind of planet he's on, but no, he's on Sonic's planet, waiting for someone to call his name so he can rule the world and take Baby Greed down, or Greed the Hedgehog down. So at that moment, Baby Greed has went to a Castle Age time. He fell into Castle Age time, and he noticed that he heard Tikal speaking his name, and he started talking to her, telling her, where am I at and what is this place? And they were talking and all that, saying there's nothing to be afraid of. And he said, look at the moon up there, and all of a sudden he has turned into a monster. Wow, right? He turned into a monster, and this monster was gruesome and gross. His teeth was so sharp, it was called the Wolverine transformation. He got so mad because he thought his father and his mother of the Castle Ages were killed. He was a little older at that time, and he could speak his words at the castle times, but Tikal knew that he was supposed to be taken to her own time. So what happened to they called him Greed the Hedgehog? Greed was not feeling his ways. As the book says, Greed the Hedgehog was supposed to become a monster. This child was supposed to, on the Castle Ages, he was supposed to become a monster. But this book, on this, you see his shirt. Look at it right there. This monster has tried to grab him and tore his shirt apart as he tried to put his claws through his skin, but he didn't. He was like this, trying to shake him off. But that was some other part. He was trying to slip through time, but the monster grabbed his shirt and ripped it to pieces as he fell into Sonic's time. But at the Castle Ages, he was simply living underneath the king, Codis. So Codis was the king of Castle Ages. He was the one who loved his new son, but he was underneath an egg. It was a spell that Jeffro used on him to protect him, but it was not enough. He said his words and said goodbye to him, including Kenshi. But they say Jeffro and Kenshi died. We will never know what happened to them. We probably know, maybe you never know, but his spirit still lives on. This means, could they both still be alive in space? Now, Kenshi is alive in space. He will be chosen underneath the fusion crystal. Due to a partner has to lead the fusion crystal, he's been hidden underneath the ground for many years. No one's ever noticed that the fusion crystal has came to Sonic's world. Until the baby has, the fusion crystals came to Sonic's world due to Baby Greed arrival to Sonic's planet. They fell into the water and they made their own place. As they created new people of the sea that can speak the language of Earth people. Amazing. They fell, all the crystals were like this and splashed into water. And they made a beautiful sound as it went into the water. Every single one of them. But the thing is, until the fusion crystals has seen the child that will awaken them and spread them out into the planet, they will not be ready to be used until the legend child comes to use their powers for the first time. All he has to do is use them for the first time, and it did happen in the book. But it was only used by power, but it was not the full power of the fusion crystals. No, the fusion crystals was sent to the bottom of the sea, hidden in the canyons of sea, waiting for the legend to arrive to the fusion crystal shrine. While the dolphins swimmed around the water, we had to find them in the sea. Everybody want to go for a swim to find them? They live deep below the sea. And the dolphin also lives down there. So, yeah, that's how it happened. So, his king freed the baby. Well, the queen did. She freed the baby, and he was right beside the queen's daughter. The boy didn't seem to enjoy. The boy didn't like to sit beside his son. Yeah, it was kind of strange, right? They didn't like each other, so yeah. But it says that her sister, her real sister, was around sleeping in his crib as an also nasty child. Jezebel never left his brother's side as he slept beside him as a twin supposed to sleep beside his brother. She was cursed, but she still slept beside him and called him my weak brother. Ooh, wow, that is something, right? She called him his weak brother. Who's weak brother? Jezebel called Cuddles his weak brother because she was stronger than him, and she was at that moment. But when he got stronger, Jezebel was seeing the difference of her brother. He was calling her brother at a low level at the moment. At that moment when he was strong, she had a twitching eye that he was stronger than her, but she didn't care. She knew how to stop his brother. So Jezebel still lurks in Sonic's world and other times. So Baby Greed slipped through the other time as the monster was looking for the one who destroyed him first. The Wolverine Fox was looking for her mother and father who destroyed them both. And he did stop them, but he slipped through time to Sonic's world as the sorceress silenced the monster to sleep for another eternal time. So now Baby Greed fell into Sonic's time on the floor in front of the Master Emerald. And he standed up, and all of a sudden his hands started to glow. And he held the red Chaos Emerald as he was lifted by the Master Emerald to turn him into the next powerful thing. The Master Emerald had a perfect target, making him more stronger than what he is. He became one with the baby Chaos Emeralds. The Master Emeralds created the baby Chaos Emeralds in him. At that time, Sonic has decided to take Baby Greed, as Nicole had the baby in his hand, as in her hand, and he was very young again. He couldn't speak a word. Sonic decided to take the child in his hands and said, "He looks just like me. He's like a hedgehog like me." And she said, "Nicole, where are you?" All of a sudden, she disappeared, and he woke up falling in the sky. And Tails said, "Oh my God, did you fall? You are falling down like a star." And not only that, Knuckles said, "You're standing on me. Get off of me. I'm in this rock. Get me out." So at that time, from this book, we'll finish it. From this time, they took the baby in and took care of him as he was beginning to grow at that time. But there was a season came across. Eggman decided to find out that there was a new ruler of the world that came to fight him for the first time. Eggman had found out there was another challenge coming to his way. Baby Greed that he wanted his power to rule the world. He did once, But it was at that time Dr. Sheila and Eggman were working together to take him, to use his power to rule the world, and they were doing a good job. They were mostly the hardest people of all Eggmans to stop them both. They were working together to rule the world, but something came over them. They became mostly hateable and started to hate each other as they lost the war against Sonic the Hedgehog and took the baby and freed him from a glass chamber of their power. And this is when it all sparked. Oh, you think my plans work better, Eggman? How dare you call my plans worthless? It's worthless because it is worthless. You never work very good in my plans. My work is always good. I never lose a war. You just did. Excuse me. Water. Thank you. You just did. I always never lose. How dare you call me that, Eggman? I thought we were working together. When do you start turning against me? Just now, because you don't know how to plan them right. I say they plan them correctly. Then we will be enemies. Prepare to die, Eggman. And they started fighting on this. Oh, you want a war? We'll give you a war. Attack her ship. How dare you destroy my ship? Now you in for it. Robots, attack this crazy man. Yeah, that was war, I tell you. They went spiraling out of it. Eggman and Dr. Sheila tore each other apart, never to exist. Oh yeah, I do have Dr. Sheila. I did throw her. Someone helped me get her the right way. So if Eggman sees this, this is your Dr. Sheila. This looks just like you, but they're supposed to be mostly identical. I tried. If it's good enough to say, yeah, she looks very good. Let me get her out. She's in here somewhere. I kept her safely. I think this is her. It's in here somewhere. Let's check the next page. She's in here, man. I need the Eggman, the artist Eggman, to know there's a Dr. Sheila here. I got it. Ah, here she is. She's in here. These are old papers. Cabela. I had it. Here she is. I wonder if this is good enough for you, Eggman. I really want, if this is what you... Yes! I will be perfect as her, too. Well, I tried my best, but yeah, here's your little bad girl. But yeah, this is her, and she's fat too, exactly like you. But she has a hair on her head to making her look more resistance. See, it looks exactly like a nice girlfriend for you. But she is worse than you. And she means business. She planned to build a robotic circus to make everyone her slaves. So she makes work to get better for her, you know. Clean my feet! Clean my hands, you slaves! Yeah, that's what I'm trying to tell you. Eggman, do my feet now! Before I rub it on your freaking head! See, that's what I'm trying to tell you. So yeah, if she's not good enough, maybe you'll find somebody else that looks good than that. But she could be good enough to be a bad girl. So yeah, at that time they were both fighting against each other in the books. Then came an enemy for Kid Baby Greed. For Kid Greed, he was about a kid now. He was a kid, and he came across... Oh, no. This is it, people. Here it comes. It came across Cream. Greed came across... Kid Greed came across Cream, and Sonic decided to let Cream take care of Kid Greed. But did Cream teach disciplined him, well, disobeyed did something unusual to him. One, he drew her. One, he was not a baby. She did it anyway. She drew him in a crib. He gave her a diaper. He gave him diapers. He tortured him. He drew him in a dirty clothes wrapper, and he didn't know what was poor kid. Greed was in trouble. He tried to run away from Cream. Cream was continued to torture him. Cream gave him baby dirt. Oh man, Cream kept thinking that Kid Greed was still a baby, but he was a little grown up. He was not a baby. He was more like a teenager at that time. But still, a kid can always be a baby. So yeah, she called him a baby, and Greed said, "I'm not a baby. I'm a kid. A kid means a baby," like that. So yeah, Kid Greed slammed his body out the doorway, and he ran out and ran so fast as Cream continued to follow him and try to capture him. And yeah, it was embarrassing to see those two fight. Yeah, it was the worst time to be a parent on the side of Kid Greed, because I wouldn't want to live in Cream's house if it was the last girl on earth. So yeah, that's how Greed sees it. That was the worstest thing she ever did. She did do it once. Yeah, she only did that once as a kid, as he was only a kid. But but at those times, Sonic came back and decided not to let Cream take care of him anymore. He decided to put Greed underneath Tails' wing to Tails take care of him. So as he grew up to be Greed the Hedgehog, something was not right with Greed the Hedgehog. He was mostly scared of something, of a monster. The monster had the power to drip into his dreams and everything. Yeah, but there was some times that Knuckles loved Greed the Hedgehog, and they all loved him. They gave him gifts. They gave him so much presents because they loved him. It was just amazing how a family of Sonic's team cared about Baby Greed. He was just a child that wanted all the love in the world, wanted to be a family with the Sonic team. So that's how it worked for him. This is no ordinary character. He's like a character that needs love and care. Like I do. I care for him. He needs all the love in the world. So we would care about him. It's like this. He's my pal. And yeah, he's my pal. He's my pal. He's my pal. So yeah, yes people, no people, please know this. Greed the Hedgehog and Cuddles are not Scourge. They're not the same. He's not. He might be green, but he's got yellow on him, so that makes him not Scourge. And plus, he isn't Scourge. You guys need to open your eyes and say he's another new character, and he is. He's no ICUN character. He's no Sonic character. He's just a lonely character that doesn't have a team. So yeah, look at my I'm just like that too. I have no team. I'm doing it all by myself because I'm only one Greed. And there's only one Sonic. So there's only one Greed and there's only one Sonic. Sonic and Greed. There's only two of us. So yeah. So you get that now, people? You can call this another good hero. And just treat him as another hero like Sonic. Okay? You can just treat him as another hero like Sonic. Because Sonic, everybody loves Sonic. It's time to give this guy a chance to love him too. So, people, give little guy a chance. He's a new character. He's another new guy, and yeah, he might be a human inside, but he's still an animal outside, and he's still a hedgehog, like any other animal on Sonic's team. But yes, he's another hero. So we should be seeing a whole bunch of Greed pictures and a whole bunch of Sonic pictures saying there is a Sonic over there blue and there's a baby Greed over there that is green and yellow. Okay? So we're going to be looking at this and green. We're looking at this yellow and green mixed. Make that color mixed with yellow and green. That's his color. Mixed in yellow and green. That's his color, people. That is his little circle color. Yellow and green, or you can call it green and yellow. It doesn't matter which way you go, it's still going to be mixed with yellow and green. So you can just see green and yellow. You might not see the yellow, but it's there when you flash the sun around him. There's that yellow. So, yellow and green. Somebody's singing. Oh, don't worry about it. Okay, people? So now you got that in your head. Okay, people, from there, at those time moments that, Greed became Greed the Hedgehog, there was a little trouble for Greed the Hedgehog that he came across. We're almost there, people. We're almost finishing the books. There's could be, you can add stuff into that book. You know, some points of views that can come across that. And yes, there was always a birthday for him on this day. Sonic always misses his birthday. And Amy says, "You missed his birthday again? I'm sorry." And yeah, he doesn't miss his birthday. We might think Sonic misses his birthday, but when he comes at that time when the clock strikes 12 and it's Christmas, and Sonic comes down there and says, "Happy birthday, Greed. You're about 12 years old. Congratulations, child. We all know you're a wonderful boy, but you become one great hedgehog just like me. We're supposed to work together, but you are a wonderful boy I ever had. You are sweet inside, and very hard and gentle and sweet loving. I never had a hedgehog like you, Baby Greed the Hedgehog." Now that is Sonic saying that to Baby Greed because he is a sweet hedgehog that has a sweet innocent heart than any other character on that block of any page you look at. This only character has a soft side, has a sad future that's crippling and falling to the darkness of evil, that's losing his chances to staying with the friend of his own favorite character, and he always calls Sonic my superhero. And yes, he does. You will never forget that when he's super, he calls Sonic, "You are a superhero. You're my greatest superhero I ever had. I love you, Sonic." That's Baby Greed hugging Super Sonic. So yeah, at those video parts, he does put a finger like this, say, "I got him. He's on our side finally." And if that finger ever comes across a perfect screen, that's it. We got our yellow, light green, yellow character. That's finally a Sonic team that will work beside him and go across his own destiny with Sonic. Now that is very cool. That is a sweet thing. No one's ever heard that, but that is so sweet. And yes, it would be a sweet road for Baby Greed. I would love to travel with Sonic's team and work beside them and try to see what we can find together in our own books. But the thing is, I'm not really sure to trust it over people. There are people out there that I don't trust, and I only trust my family. I'm sorry if you're noticing that. I'm kind of scared too. Yeah, I am. Please, people, I really am scared. I rather wait for Sega to decide that. If I wanted to release my character to everyone, he has to be released to the whole entire world first before I can get into any other functionality. If there was a plan that Sega decided to make a game that was mostly a game that was fast forward to that time and went into a new game, like they put Baby Greed as a character of a game, or a movie episode, that will probably work. If Baby Greed was in an episode of a storybook, then it will probably work, and then I will probably accept my character to other people to make the characters. that we well, it'll probably work. There is a way to cross through those roads. It's kind of difficult to get through those roads, but if you do put the puzzles together, it can finally become one. Well, one. So yeah, it's hard to get through. Yeah, it's hard. I do want Baby Gray to be a Sonic team, but I'm so scared. I can tell you, I was a kid, back in those times, and from this picture, that's how young I used to be back in that time picture frame. Sure. So this is how I see it. Sonic will slip. They will slip through a time warp into another galaxy, going through Sonic's time. It's even from my site that tells you there too. It tells you that. It tells you right there. But it's how you cannot go back through this time warp because it's a gateway through a circulation. If you come out to the ends of the other side, you cannot go back because you will be slipping back to the other side where you came from. It's like they said there's an in tunnel hole, like a hole that circles like this. They have it all over the news about it. There is an end of the galaxy where the tunnel just goes back around the other side. I'm sorry, I don't want to do it on this one. It's like a circle, and someone slips through the circle and goes through the circle. That's a ship going through the circle, but it sort of turns around like this. But one comes through the other side of the circle. It doesn't have anything on the other side of the circle. Only a air hole. It's like a black hole that you enter, and when you enter that hole, you come out through the other side of the galaxy, and there is no returning back to the other side of the galaxy because it's a black hole. So if you do go back to the other side, it will just flip you back to the other road, going Sonic's way. So there is no way to go back to Baby Gray's time because there's only one hole there. There's only one hole there, and if you go through that hole and you come back to Baby Gray's time, you could never go back to Baby Gray's time because there's only one black hole that takes you to their time. That's kind of cool, right? So there is no way to return back to the galaxy of Sonic's Baby Gray's time because that time is so far away and so distant away to time. It's kind of complicated. It's like going through the scientists and finding the tunnels of the hole. It's like a tunnel. You're going through a tunnel, and it's spinning in circles, and it has a loop around it. From once you go to this side, it's like a mouth that chunks you back up and pushes you back to the other side. But if you go through the tunnel, it'll just chunk you up like this and just flick you back to the other side. You're going back to Sonic's time. So there's only one entry hole, and the other side has one entry hole with a mouth that covers those sides to keeping you from going back to that time. That's kind of stupid, kind of scary, right? It's like there's a tunnel here, right? Look at this. If you're a scientist of this, there is a hole from this side. You see, there is no yellow spot here. If you look at this, you see this. This is Baby Gray's time that he's going through the time warp, and he's coming out through this way to Sonic's time. But he's out of there. But there's a black hole there. So if you go back to the tunnel, guess what's going to do? Flip you back to the other side of Sonic's time. So there is no way going back. When you enter that time warp and you go across that time warp, you cannot return back. Only one entryway, and that's only one turning point straight. It cannot go back the other way. If you do, you're just going to get flipped back to the other side of the world. Like, there is no way you can go through that tunnel. You have to use time warp. Something like, if you had a fast spaceship that goes through time, that's probably the only way you get to the other side. But if you go through a spaceship and coming through that time warp, it's just going to flip you like this. Like that, flip you back to the other side. So, that's how it works. When you go through that time once, you can't come back the other way. Okay? Next. As time came by, Baby Gray has met up with somebody of a friend called Jezebel that Tails had. But Tails only had Jezebel for a while, and Baby Greed has never met Jezebel for those times until something happened to her. Well, Tails didn't have Jezebel. Someone else had Jezebel, and she grew up to be on her own. But she turned into a hedgehog bunny due to Eggman's plot of the Korean people. He had a plan to take Koreans' money to wealth the world over his knees. He was planning to take over Korea, South Korea, Seoul city. He was planning to take over that city so he could rule and take a valuable diamond that can overcome Baby Greed. It's some sort of diamond that can freeze his powers and struck his body into frozen, or just some sort of medicine. This is what he was looking for. Some sort of medicine that can turn him into a rabbit. And guess what he did? He called Baby Greed to his place, and Greed said, "What is it now? Give me what you stole." What did he steal? He took a friend from Sonic's world. We can just say he captured a lot of Korean people, and Baby Greed was after Eggman for doing something of a plot, and he told him he's planning to take over Korea. Oh, wow. He just told him his plan. He told every single plan to Baby Greed, to Greed the Hedgehog, and Greed actually fell into a trap. Greed was turned into a bunny when he put the glass over him. So, what are you doing, Eggman? I always wanted to do this to you. Prepare to be a rabbit. He turned him into a bunny rabbit, and Cabela was there speechless. Hey, stop it! That's mine! Oh yeah, it was yours, but now it belongs to Eggman. Get out of my way. I wanted him, not you. You gave me what I wanted. Now I'm going to use your potions to turn what the world always wanted to hate to become. An animal, so they can never rule. I'm ruling the animal age, and I'm going to be the only human on the earth. What a plan that was. That was a good plan that Eggman had. That was a good plan to turn everyone into animals and use the potions. What was he going to do? He's going to use a big giant gas and spray it across the city as the gas fell to the ground and they smelled it, they became animals. So that's what happened to Baby Greed. But did he use it? No, this is what happened. He was planning to, Greed got away as a rabbit, and Cabela got away with him, but Eggman made a deal with Gallius, with Baby Greed. With Greed the Hedgehog, he said, if you want to be a human again, you come back to the ship and give me what I want. I will give you the antidote if you do something for me. Give me your powers so I can rule the world. Or you can find your cream over here in the garbage disposal. What? No, he captured Cabela again. And he had to go back. Well, he did capture some people, and he planned to do something to them if he didn't go back and give him what he wanted. Greed had no other choice. He was thinking of something, so he thought of very quickly. He was planning to overrun Eggman by using a stick wall. What is it called? A reversible spray, so he can spray it at him instead of him. Wow. If he was planning to betray him, but, well, Eggman has the antidote, but it was a fake antidote. It was mixed with Hedgehog and Rabbit. The full Rabbit's potion. Once sprayed on his body, that's it. He becomes a Rabbit and Hedgehog. Wow. That was supposed to be for Cabela. So that's what happened to Cabela. Cabela became a Hedgehog and Bunny. So what did Eggman do? He was planning to put the potion on the table. And yeah, Eggman said, I'm going downstairs to get some more supplies to help fix up this potion better. Stay right here. I will return with some good supplies for you. What supplies? Nothing considering. Do you want to become your hedgehog self again? Yes, I do. Then follow my orders. If you do something for me, I will give it to you. All I want is that What? The Chaos Emerald that you found in the world. Oh, the Chaos Emerald that I want is one little mini little Chaos Emerald. This guy was on for something big. You give me the Chaos Emerald that you found, and I will let you go. Simple as that. They did give them Chaos Emerald to him, but it was a trick. So he put the potion on the table. He was going to put some supplies on it. But guess what happened? Ah! The potion fell off the table and went flying. And Eggman said, "Get that potion if you want to be a hedgehog again. This is your chance, Greed. Get the potion and you'll be a hedgehog once more." And all of a sudden the potion fell on Cabela's hair. And she fell to the ground and she became a rabid hedgehog. And Greed went like this. It's a trick! And all of a sudden, oh, shoot. My plans are spoiled! The robots went fighting, and all of a sudden the ship went over fire and caught on fire. Eggman said, "Take that, Eggman! How dare you take over my plans and become worthless to you! I hope you burn down this sea whale! I hope you land in the sea and never grow up ever again! This is it for you! Turn me into a screwy snake will be your last, Eggman!" That's screwy snake. He wants his Eggman turned he turned Dr. Sheila into a snake. I tell you, that was funny, man. Eggman was a snake. Dr. Sheila was in a snake as she was controlling the ship with her little neck. "You will pay for turning me into a snake. This is it, Eggman. Prepare to die." Ow, my nose! "You will pay dearly, Eggman, when I destroy you completely. Dr. Sheila, I will not be defeated." They were fighting again. Yeah, now that was fun. Those two goons kept fighting and fighting until they both fell into the sea. Actually, Sonic came to the spaceship and gave Baby Greed the real potion, because they finally got the antidote, and they both hit it out, and all of a sudden they found out that something else happened after that time, as they both won that war. Eggman lost the chances of turning the world into his own power, but he made another plan. Eggman decided to make a plan of the black hole. This was the bad one. They all blamed it on Greed the Hedgehog when he turned 18 years old. Greed the Hedgehog was in a bad trouble. The Eggman used the black hole on the world, but he did it in the wrong direction. The Wishers were new people of the world. They were the ones who consumes people who uses these correctable powers in the galaxy above. And yes, it also reflected on their homeland of the Wishers' home ground. They messed up their kingdom and destroyed multiple cities and killed so much people from what the black hole did to their people. They condemned one person who did this and put him to sleep for 3 years. Wow. For punishment, I think it was 4. He was supposed to turn 21. That's how many times he stayed in the sleep hole. They Greed was sentenced to eternal sleep, but he had a chance to escape the eternal sleep if he can manage to escape the dark clouds. He tried his best, and Sonic was wishing for him to get out, but they all knew that he did it, but it was not the truth. Eggman planted the plot on him, so they were all looking at him as a guilty person, and Greed just looked down at his head and said, he did it. He didn't do it. He was only trying to defend what he did wrong, because he didn't want the Wishers to go mad on someone who really did it. Well, you know how it is. When he takes up the cake, he has to take the cake with it, because there was nothing he can do. Even if he tried to say it was Eggman, they would never found out. So he was the one who got punished for what he didn't do. And yes, at that time the world was. This is when it started. Javo woke the monster, and then the world became chaos. The commandos came to the world and tried to stop the monster. They knew this was coming, so the commandos geared up with guns and tried to destroy all the monsters with the guns and heavy artillery. Some of their soldiers were squashed by the monster. No! And the babies and adults were fighting against the monster. And they were all becoming monsters of them, but they all tried to keep the world saved. They always trying to keep him back. And as Greed was dreaming of his past when he became something greater from all these temples, you know where it all began. From the iceberg when Sonic and Tails was on a plane heading towards home, he was dreaming from his past, and the dream also came to Night, and Night gave him courage to fight the monster. So at that time, Night, he went through all those dreams and tried to find his way of not being afraid of facing the monster. The monster's there. So he did. And as that time continued to get worse, they were continuing to lose the war. They kept fighting and fighting until the war became strictly slowing down as the war began to darken. The monster was beginning to win. But it was not too late to save the world. Even Tails looked out the window and said, "Oh, the commandos turned into monsters. This monster turned them into monsters. Oh no, the commandos!" Yes, the monster turned the commandos into monsters. Some of them escaped, but the other people was turned into monsters. Poor thing, as the lightning struck, and they were turned into monsters. Wow. This monster was serious. He was a big, huge monster, just destroying cities after cities, taking people's lives into monsters. Wow. This was a serious thing. So, what happened then? The time said, Tails was saying, "Wake up, Greed. I hope you can get through to those dreams, so you can wake up and try to help us stop this monster. We need your help, Greed the Hedgehog." Yep. And also Sonic was asleep. They were also in the dream, but Tails was not in the dream. Tails was waiting for them to wake up. But Baby Greed was actually Greed the Hedgehog was actually a baby in his dream, trying to find his fears, trying to fight his fears of a monster. And yeah, at that time, Greed the Hedgehog has found his way through a dream. And you know from that video I told you, the video tells you right there too, if you look in YouTube, how it all began, and Night was waking them all up, and said, "This reminds me of my time when I ever woke somebody up. I hope this always be this way from other people that finds their dreams and hopes that they will be strong enough to face their darkness fears." This was a hard one to get Baby Greed to notice that he's not supposed to be afraid of the monsters. Maybe I'll learn that more about hedgehogs. And then he tried to wake the other heroes up. Then Night came to Baby Greed and said, "Well, Greed, it seems you're ready. Are you ready to take on the monster? You look like you're really stronger now." And Greed said, "Where's my friends? Where did they go? They disappeared before me." "Yes, they did. It was your birthday, Greed. But it's time to wake up and see the real life, what's happening to the world. We're all counting on you, Greed. It's not time to be a baby that's scared of the monster. It's time to be a grown-up and wake up to be a real strong man and face those fears. If you don't do that, our world will end up in a dark hole. And I don't want this to happen to our world. Even even darkness is falling into our dream world. I don't know how long I can hold him out of my dream world. If he wins, then I will no longer be beside you anymore, watching you and enjoying the adventures with you. Now I do have other people to save dreams, but this is more bigger than what I'm facing with you. I'm going to be with you for a long time as I travel beside you and give you hints what you need to do. So I guess we're going to be partners for a long, long time until all of this darkness are finally done with. But that don't mean you don't have to say goodbye to me once it's all done. Whenever you need me, I will be there for you." "You will?" "Of course I will, little buddy. You always been there, and I'll always be there for you. We are partners, Greed. I'm Knight, and you're Baby Greed. Nobody can see us, but you can. But they can see us when we're in a dream. Oh, but this means, yes, they can see us now, but they're gone now. I'm the one who zapped them back to their dream world to wake them up. I believe right now Sonic is heading towards the troubleness over there. And he's probably doing it in a very good cause of the fusion crystals, right? He said he was going there. Good. Then he's on his way there. You need to catch up to Sonic as well if you want to both face him together. It's up to you two. If you stop the monster, we will have a chance the next time he comes again. And this time, he will not live to the next round. This is his chance to take the world completely. And this is what the future is telling us. If he wins this time, there is no second chance. So if we beat him on the first chance, we will win the second chance. How do you know we will win? Because I have faith in you, Greed the Hedgehog. You always have the strength when you're an adult. And if you're a baby again, and you go through that road again, you will not be afraid of the monster. Because you have Sonic right beside you as a great good partner. Right? Yes, Sonic has always been there. Good then, Greed. So it's time to wake up and go to the real world and fight the monster right beside Sonic. And he woke Baby Greed up, and Baby Greed found the board that Sonic gave him. And Tails said, where did this board come from? And Greed said, Sonic. And all of a sudden, Sonic? This board came from Sonic? It just appeared out of nowhere. I had never seen it come here that quickly. So he gave it to you. Oh, so you were in a dream, actually. Nice, Tails. Do you remember anything? Oh, sorry, Greed. I never forget these things that much, but yeah, you were in a dream and you woke up, but I didn't see that board there when you woke up. Oh. But don't worry. That was Baby Greed, sorry. Don't worry. I will take him down. This is it. I'm ending him for good. Greed, where are you going? I'm going to face Ziff. And if anybody who gets in my way will be sorry. And someone did get in his way. Shadow. Well, isn't it Greed the Hedgehog? Shadow, what are you doing here? The baby who's scared of the big bag monster. Who has a temper problem. Who has a fear of his little life. What's the matter, Greed? You're afraid to face the monster out there who destroyed our world? No, it's not that, Shadow. I'm going there right now. It looks like you are. Is this my feet? Do you see your feet backing up away? No. Oh my God. Don't tell me you're gonna wet your diaper again. No, I'm fully grown, Greed. Not from the future I heard about. I remember when you were a kid, you still wore your diapers. Now look at you. You still look like you're ready to wear them again. No, I'm not. I'm fully grown. Good. I hope that is. It seems you're afraid to go face the monster. You're backing away every time I talk to you. No, Greed. No, Shadow. I'm going. Liar! Oh. And that's when Greed got mad. Shadow. I'm not lying. And he fought Shadow. Come on then, let's see who's strong. Let's see an ultimate life form take on a mega life form. Shadow, I don't want to fight you, but you're getting to that point. And Shadow did fight Greed. He punched him in the face, scratched his back, drew him across the walls, and Greed just got very mad and just punctured him. And he told Shadow this when he was hurt by the mirror attack. Mirror attack! I told you, Shadow, not to face me. Now it's my turn to teach you a lesson. And he drew him into the sky and just went punching and gone. I had enough. I had enough greed. It's enough. I'm finished. Ugh. That's what Shadow said. When he punched him so many times, he said those words. Had enough. You should have never faced me, Shadow. And he did see Jezebel. Oh. You should have never faced me, Shadow. You started this, not me. For that, I hope you survive this nightmare. When you wake up, you will not see me an adult anymore. You probably will never see that again. And I know you'll be on your knees to get your revenge. But those revenge will never happen, because I will be a baby once more. This will keep me safe, because Sonic will be there to protect me and keep me away from you. As I know Sonic will not let me get hurt by a Shadow like you. Just remember, Shadow, when you see me again, don't scream your head off when you put your hands on your head, because it will be your last to see an adult like me. You will never get this shot from me again. And that's what he did. He did say that. So from that moment, Baby Greed, Greed the Hedgehog went into the darkness and fought the monster Zair. Zair fought very hard against Sonic and Sonic and Baby Greed as they fused together with the fusion crystals. But he didn't have the Kenshi sword. All he had was his fist and power. He took on the monster and he did put him down. But he said his final words. I will not be defeated by you. Ever. If I can't beat you, then the world will suffer at my fate. I will destroy the core, my hands to the core. No! He fell. Oh, that monster. Crazy monster. How dare he fall in there? Whoa, the world is going crazy. I better get to that temple before it's too late. Hang on, Sonic, don't defuse. Stay with me. Don't defuse. We gotta get out of here. If I can just get to the temple or the Mystic Ruins, I can finally reverse time. Yeah, that's it. So he did. Greed! You are alive! Gallius! What's happened to you? Nothing? Are you okay? Yes, I'm okay. Do you have the stone? The crystal of time? Yes, I do. Here! Thanks. Are you okay, Greed? You don't look so good. I'm fine, Greed. I'm Gallius. I just have a little scratch on my back. Oh. I hope you're okay then. Greed, is your voice okay? Oh. I'm fine. I'm just fine. Nothing's wrong with me after all, if you know what I mean. Gallius, stop that! You sound like a butler. No, I'm not! You do, and you need to quit it with that. Yeah. You made it at last. Universe! The one and only. I know what you come here for. The time crystal, right? The time stone you search for. You got it? Do you got it? This is our last chance to reverse time. Greed, are you sure you want to go through with this? You know what happens when you reverse time. You will return back to being a baby once more. And this will get the chance of the monster to destroy you. No, he won't, because the second time, we will win. Even if I'm a baby, he won't stand a chance the next time. Me and Sonic will be ready to stop him this time. If you say that, here you go. Take it. Thank you. Universe, you didn't give him the time crystal, did you? He wants to reverse time. No! You don't know what you're doing. But you already gave him one, right? Yes, I did, but I had no other choice. He would have took it from me anyway. True. It is his decision, not mine. He wants to reverse time so he can turn back the clock so we can go back to where he used to be, right? Greed, I don't want to be a baby anymore. If I go back to the baby, I'm the baby. Eggman will come back for me and I don't know what I can do. If you know what I mean by troubles in my problems. I know how you do this thinking, you know. I understand, Gallius. But that's how it's supposed to happen when you're a baby. You have to get through these things. I also have them too, you know. It's hard to be around mothers and daddies, you know. But yours is a dad. Mine is a mom and dad. One more. Greed. Huh? Cabela. Oh. You going to reverse time, are you? Cabela. It's just not what you seem, Cabela. I know how much it hurts to go back to being a baby again. Cabela, you've been always there beside me. I never had a friend like you. I feel so better when I'm right beside you. It's like we're a very good team. That's what I like to hear about you, Green Hedgehog. Light yellow green, always my favorite color. Cabela. Of course, anything. But I have to do this. It's the only way to save time. You understand, right? Yes, I do. Promise me this, Greed. Yes. Anything. Of course, anything. When I become a baby again, may I sleep beside you once more in the crib? Of course you can. We're friends, right? We always will be. You and me, partners. You never know, there might be another one beside us, too. Of course it would. What? Another one? I never thought of that one. We're only two of us. If it ever happens, we will work as three, right? Sure, Cabela. We will. As teams. Greed. Huh? Yes? Please remember, whatever they do to us, we must be ourselves, right? Learn from them. I hate this, you know. I hate going back to being a child. It's just too unbearable. But the time is always right. We have to do this. If we don't, we will end up in a dark, destroyable planet. This planet cannot hold much longer. It's frozen and it's melting as we speak. And if it melts, it's gonna blow and we're all gonna die. Really? Oh, see. Then you have no other choice, right? I wish I can still, go for another smooth around the world with you. Cabela, come on now. You can always be beside me. Wherever we go, you're there beside me anywhere I be at. Even in a dream. You're there always. We will always be there together. Whatever stage we go through, we are there. Even if we split apart, you're in the next room beside me. Oh, Greed. You're absolutely right. But remember to give me space. I don't like to be changed in front of you. Cabela, we're babies. We have to. Yes, yeah. I hate to go back to seeing your drooling mouth. That's how I am. But I'm more mature now, right? You are, and this is how I like about you. You're more mature like Sonic. You have the personality that's almost like Sonic, but you have your own surful side, right? Yes, I do. But I'm strong, and I hope we all will be. Then, Greed, let us go back to being babies, and we will try to do it all over again. Of maybe finding our mistakes. But if I don't, I will have to live with it. Cabela. Very well. Hey! Hey! Oh my goodness! I have never seen so much zombies out there! Cha-Cha? You're still alive! Hey! Of course I am! I'm still alive, and I'm still dancing. Look at them, the zombies are dancing out there. Na, 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 na. Oh my goodness, they're dancing with me. Hey, take that. Oh. Those freaking zombies think they can dance? Let's get him. We will teach him for throwing a rock at us. Oh, come on, freaking zombies, come and get me. I will smash all of you to pieces. Anyway, Greed, what are you doing? What is this place? And, I have never seen such a place like this. It's very, grumpy out here. What a long travel to go against all of those zombies back there. There's hundreds of them. All of a sudden I heard an explosion. What was that anyway? That was me. I took the monster down, but he fell in a lava fire into the core that he was trying to break. Whoa! That crazy monster. Think he's gonna blow us all up. Sky High, he was gonna do that. Whoa! That monster is crazy. He will die too. He couldn't go through with it. Oh, thank goodness for his brain, Arlight. If he couldn't beat us, he would have blew on his own Sky High. This monster's bad news. He will do anything to get what he wants. He tried to do that. He almost did, but I stopped him in time. What did you do? I didn't do anything. He did it on his own. He knew he couldn't go through with it, so he froze himself, and we got we got a little of time to do before it's all over for all of us. Oh my goodness, what are you planning to do, Greed the Hedgehog? I'm planning to reverse time so we all be saved. What do you mean saved? When I reverse time, I'm going to be a baby again. But it's for the better to saving time. I have no other choice if I don't go through with it. We can all kiss this planet goodbye, and we have to move to another planet. Oh no! Oh no, this planet is beautiful. My goodness. Go with it, Greed. Turn back time so we all live once more. Don't worry. I will make sure Sonic takes good care of you as a baby once more. I will be there to say happy birthday to you. Cha-Cha, you're somebody else. You're something, are you? Come on now. I'm always there for everyone who wants to dance in my Tactical Blade. Da 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 da. I'm always there for you, Greed. If you need my help, I'll be there for you. I will surely show you the road. We will work together. And I know, Cha-Cha, you don't overdo it. I understand. You're always there when I'm in trouble. When I'm surrounded with so many robots, I hear your wings of shoes coming towards me. That's you, Cha-Cha. You're there to stop the robots before I get in trouble by them. Don't worry, Greed. I can always do it again. Like that. So what are you waiting for? Let's do it. Yeah. What are you doing? Commando shorts. Are you crazy? If you reverse time, we will all go back to being something else. What do you mean? Reversing time doesn't work that way. If you change time, it could mess up the time warp. What do you mean, time warp? You will all go back to being babies again. Every single one of us, every single one of you who went to this world. And it can also reverse my time age. What time age did you come by? It wouldn't matter to you. I've seen you right here as a baby, right? No, I'm an adult in front of you. I might be a baby, but I'm an adult as a baby. Inside my heart is an adult age, and you better treat me as an adult. Okay, Commander Shorts. Sure, if you weren't diapers in front of me, I wouldn't take that for a choice. Don't say words about that. I'm an adult, and I will be treated as one. Yes, Commander Shorts. Anyway, I have a hologram to show you. The legions of... They're still alive? They managed to get through to everything. They could have been our second survival number, but they're too far away from us. This is what I wanted to show you, Greed. They were supposed to be here minutes ago, right? They will never make it here. The planet will explode when they reach it. So they're almost here. Oh, shoot! Oh! Wah! Zombies! Let me take them. Ah! How you like that? Spinning Ripper! Yeah! Take that, you dumb monsters. Hurry, Greed. I can't hold them off much longer. Yeah! I'm running out of time. Greed, we're all with you. Don't worry, buddy. We're all with you. Sonic will be there with you too, and he will take good care of you once more. If I become a baby again, I hope you treat me as an adult. Sure. Promise. Uh-oh. I don't like that. I hope you treat me as an adult. I'd rather go outside and be wherever I want to be. Greed, if you're a baby, you can't do that. Somebody needs to have visions to watching you. But I'm a baby. I can go anywhere. You might be a baby and go anywhere, but there's people out there that will try to watch you. Or maybe hurt you. Like Eggman. Oh, yeah. We will try our best to make sure you're in a safe place. But you got to remember, you might be on your own, but there is someone near to see you. What do you mean? Nearby to see you. To make sure you're okay on your own. Go on, Greed. Do it. Huh? Universe? This is our last chance. If you don't reverse time now, we're all doomed, and there will be no future left. It is called The End of Time. Very well. Then he reversed time and he became a baby once more. Sonic has decided to take Baby Greed in and once again to start his life all over with him, and he was no longer Greed the Hedgehog anymore, but a mere baby. The rest of them were adults. They turned back into babies once more, and where it all starts, to GR it is. And that's how it all began. But there's more to that book, but this is how I'm leading you to the game. So you know now, GR is the game we're at now. But GX is also a part of it. So we can skip over GR and go to the real book of the full story. Okay? This is just a vacation of GR. So now you know from the books of the back. And the books of telling were also around. But they never got the book of telling because the future was not going to be destroyed. That was a good number. If the Book of Time was around, the future was going to end. If the Book of Telling was not around, the future was going to not end. So the Book of Telling is still around, but where would they find it? When would they ever find the Book of Telling? GR will tell you where the Book of Time is. There are 3 Books of Time: Sonic, Phantasy Star, and Knight's Book. 3 books of telling that tells their story that could happen to their death or will they survive against the monster. And from this day forward, you have the information where it will all start. Thank you, everyone. I think I cleared you all up. And now that was 3 hours talk, we can finally say goodbye.